Hello everyone, this is Mr. Tanner, and I'm going to make this video to help you navigate our Economic Freedoms Ranking web assignment and how to best use the website to get all of the necessary information. So as you can see, for each country that we're looking at, you need to find the Economic Freedom World Ranking, so how free is their country compared to all the other countries. And then you get a ranking, so are they free, free, moderately free, mostly unfree, or repressed. And then when you get to the country, there's 12 different factors that you get to look at, and you're going to say which one has the highest freedom ranking. So of all these different factors, which for that country, which one is the best? And then also for all of those factors, which one is the worst? And again, I'll help you navigate this. And then you have to figure out the gross domestic product, which you just learned about in the lesson right before this. And you have to figure out their gross domestic product per capita. So to get this information, we're going to use the website that's linked right within the assignment. We're going to open that up. And it's going to start by taking you to all of the countries in the world. I'm recording this video on an Android tablet, so it's going to look a little bit different for you on a desktop browser. Under these regions, you will just see all of the country, all the 5 regions already. You want to just click the Americas. I need to deselect everything but the Americas, then I'll hit OK. You just click on the Americas and then hit Submit. And that's going to reduce the amount of data that you see in this table by a lot, because we'll only be getting countries in the Americas. So the first one in our table is the United States. And you can see right away, if I go scroll down to the United States, you can see all of the data. Their overall score is 70.1. Here's those 12 factors I was telling you about, like property rights, government integrity, all those things. And yeah, you can scroll around to see all those, but it's a lot of scrolling and it's not laid out in a great way. So instead of reading the data in this table, you just simply click the country you want to look at. So if I'm looking at the United States, I will click on the United States. And this gives me a much better way of looking at it. So right now I get a couple of things right at the very top. Our world rank is 25th. We are the 25th most free country for the economic freedom, right? So this is just looking at how do people get to start their own businesses, what are our money rights, things like that. But our world ranking is 25th. So we would put that in here. How free is the economy? Well, on the website, we are mostly free. You can see that right here. So then I would click on this drop-down box and select mostly free. When we start looking at the highest factor of economic freedom and the lowest factor of our economic freedom, that's really easy to see by scrolling down to the 12 economic freedoms line graph here. Because right away you can see that the bar that goes furthest to the right, our highest freedom ranking, is property rights. So our highest is property rights, and at a score of 0, our lowest is fiscal health. So then we can fill those in. So we go back to the assignment. We know our highest ranking is property rights, and our lowest ranking is fiscal health. For the last two, the GDP and the GDP per capita, again, it's still on the same webpage under the quick facts. Our GDP is 25.5 trillion. I can copy that and paste it in. And our GDP per capita, which you can see at the bottom, per capita, is 76,343 per capita. Again, I can just copy that and paste it in. Oops. Got to recopy it really quick. Paste it in. Not sure why that row just showed up. What's going on? All right, now it looks right. So that was weird. And then you're just going to repeat these steps for the other 13 countries On this list are 12, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, for the other 12 countries in the list. One thing to know, and this is a little bit annoying, but when you click the back arrow here, it defaults to showing you, it might default to showing you all of the countries again. So you might just have to click Americas and resubmit it and then find the country you're looking for, which in this case would be Mexico. And then again, you have all of the data that you want right here. So this is how you navigate through the first half of that assignment, which is just filling out this data table. And then it asks you questions about that data table. Like, of these countries, not including the USA, we're no longer looking at the USA here, of just the 12 countries that are colored blue, what has the highest which country has the highest economic freedom ranking, which country has the lowest economic freedom ranking, which country has the highest GDP, which country has the smallest GDP. It says lowest, you could change that for smallest. Which country has the highest GDP per capita, and then which country has the lowest or, again, smallest GDP per capita. And then the last thing you have to do is it no longer asks you about just within Central America or Mexico. It says, go back to the website and use the data table to answer the last two questions. You need to look at all of the countries in the world. So the top 5 countries that have the most or the highest economic freedom ranking, and then the bottom 5 countries. Don't include anything that has an index score of not applicable, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. So we would go back to the table that has all of our rankings, and now we want to make sure that we have selected all of our regions. You can just hit all and submit, and here's where this table is really nice, because we're looking at our overall score. If I click this, I can sort it from highest to lowest. So by sorting this, I can see the 5 highest countries here on the left, and then I can sort it again to lowest, and I get those now the worst 5 countries. If I have it sorted by highest and I just scroll down the data all the way to the bottom, here's where you have to be careful. Countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Liechtenstein, Somalia, Syria, Ukraine, and Yemen, we don't have any figures for them. We don't have the data to calculate this score. And that's why I said don't include these not applicables. Instead, you would start with the most repressed country of North Korea with their score of 2.9. So you got to look out for that. It's easier to just sort from highest and switch to lowest, and then you ignore all those not applicables when you do it that way. And like always, once you've finished your assignment, make sure you turn it in. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching.